3 games under their belt that they played at the California Classic, and they won all 3 of them.
Yeah, and that's important because you get some of those kinks worked out. You get a little bit of a rhythm anyway. It's always hard to be thrown together and make your offense look seamless, but at least with a soft touch anywhere around that paint area, which could be important if you think about what they lost in Isaiah Hartenstein.
And the first basket for Charlotte will go to Jake Stevens.
You know, how to command players on the court to get them in the proper places. It makes your offense run a little bit better.
Brandon Miller with the 3. I guess he's Mr. Irrelevant, right? It's not quite NFL Mr. Irrelevant, number 58. Nice screen set by Huck Cordy, and able to cash it in was Jacob Toppin.
Undrafted free agent based on need, and maybe had a better shot to make a team. In this case, when you look at the Knicks, I mean, in losing Hartenstein, he might have...
Jericho Sims, if you're looking at the depth chart right now, backing him up, one has to figure there'll be some competition for that backup center spot in New York as Leaky Black drops home the triple. Pretty good three-point shooter out of the University of North Carolina. Kolek probing for Washington, and he hits a 3.
When I spoke to the Knicks today, they told me he literally had his gym bag and went and worked out with the guys as soon as he was off the podium.
Last week, and hasn't been a Knicks summer leaguer in a couple of years. Nice spin and bucket for Nick Smith.
Really nice move right there. Their first
at the number 6 pick, Tijan Salon wearing 31 in teal in the left corner as Smith lays it up and in.
Again, you can't overstress the importance of how much more comfortable you are as a second-year guy getting that taste of the league. Nick Smith certainly has that. Gets his second bucket.
Morgan, a sweet shooter out of Cornell, hitting a 3 on his. Salon is wearing a purplish knee brace, or at least a covering. Lacerated that knee. The reason he missed the California Classic is Jacobitis scores for the Knicks. Jacobitis, who was a Knicks summer leaguer back in 2021. Free throw line jumper good for James Banks III of Brandon Slater. Simpson, who played well in the California League, ball handling now. Fading shot is true.
Very nice. Quick to be able to counter something when the defense plays you well on the first move.
Dadier, nice lift for Dimitro Skapinsen.
That was the shortest rotation you'll ever see in a deep playoff series. They ran out of gas against a very good Indiana Pacers team, but the excitement and the expectation, the anticipation everyone will be healthy this year at the start of the season, as people really thinking the Knicks can challenge in the Eastern Conference, at least against the Boston Celtics, because clearly they're the measuring stick for everybody in the Eastern Conference.
And we're going to see the Summer League 76ers coming up next year as Damian Baugh hits a 3. And Hakoum Dadier, late first-round pick, somehow finds Huckaporty, who gets the bucket. Jake Stevens found himself free. Misses the three-pointer badly as we hit the 5-minute mark to go here in the first half. Nice cut by Toppin on the dime from Tyler Kolek. You buy a ticket, you come in here, you got games all day, and if you get bored, you can just walk up to the pavilion, which is right next door. And Dadier slams there, and go see 4 other games.
And sit courtside, which is and I was talking to some youngsters yesterday that were here that had big smiles on their faces, and they had some programs and a bunch of signatures.
Final 10 seconds of the first half. Smith not there, but Miller, I guess, was not in the cylinder, able to tip it home.
And he just gestured to Nick Smith.
We're going to talk to Woj, Adrian Wojnarowski, coming up after our first time out here with more details on Jalen Brunson, because you and I were kind of finding out live here, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Woj break all that down. Something tells me Jalen Brunson's going to get that money at some point. But it is a big story, and I think
more impressed with Charles Lee. Always have, anytime you had a chance to talk with him as an assistant coach. But just in those few minutes with us, as Brandon Miller knocks home another triple. You were telling me he's not even 40 years of age yet.
Not 40, and it told me, he's a DC guy, so he was back at US Air Arena when I was playing for the Bullets, which is...
Miller taking on Dadier, the first rounder, bullying him into the lane. And a little wheeling 360 fade. Try to stop that. 4 games coming up at Thomas and Mack.
The other thing about Charles Lee was interesting. As he was leaving our set, he had the box score in front of him.
Was everything and more they thought he'd be. But I think that new ownership here and their courtside Rick Schnall, Gabe Plotkin, you have seen a dramatic change in this organization. I think modernizing it, they've done a good job in the last several months of gathering picks and young players. They keep Miles Bridges. They have a very good 1-2-3 with LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and Brandon Miller. That was somebody they targeted and took it number 6 with a lot of good players still on the board.
And the thing I like is I just love his shooting mechanics. He's got a really pure stroke, and this is a lot. You're pressing, you want so badly to do well, and you gotta let the game come to you a little bit. So a half under his belt, he's playing better here in the second half.
Damian Ball with the steal and the score. George, thank you very much. And Legs, Charlotte led this one by 15 points at one point, and right now that lead is down to 2. It's played 3 games in the California Classic, won them all. Xavier Simpson was one of the reasons with his assisting. That time sends it in the corner to Leaky Black for a big triple. Simpson going to line up a 3 and hits a big triple.
Played really well today.
Lewis corner 3 missing again. This is going to lead to a break. 3-on-1 Hornets. Morgan slides it in. Las Vegas Legs only 106 out there. High temperature of 108.
Yeah, I'm going to run back and grab a sweater.
It was it was 120 a couple days ago.
My sneakers were melting on the sidewalk when I got here.
I've seen it
haven't
outside.
been in it either. I talked to some people earlier today that have been in it and saw a concert there.
Just ridiculous, right?
Mind-blowing experience. It looks like the aliens dropped something that's just sitting in the middle of Las Vegas. It's absolutely incredible what they're able to do with that.
Last year for Summer League.
He wouldn't be great enough.
That's a good
point. You got
point.
the visual enhancement of that, and that's incredible.
Tyler Kolek lines up a triple. That's a big hit for the Knicks. Angel Reese's double-double streak came to an end earlier today as Xavier Simpson scores for Charlotte.
The NBA scouts watching you every night, and it comes down to how bad you want to get out of that league are the guys that eventually get a chance at the NBA level. And I had some 10-day contracts early in the 93 season, and I was able to sink or swim. They said, we're going to throw you out there and let you play through your mistakes and see if you belong in this league. And I was able to prove that I did, and that I really...
And Skapinsev can't finish right at the cup for the Knicks. 3.5 to go. Oh, and one opportunity for the rookie, the number 6 pick. I know the three-point shot's become a focal part of the offense, but it feels like 20 years ago you never saw that. Now you see it multiple times a game. Smith takes it to the rim and scores. The Brandon Miller and Nick Smith Jr. show this afternoon.
Was nice. I think I like that one better than his move in the first half.
You were talking about that when it was happening.
Yeah,
and then to hear it wired was even better.
Love that, man. That's got to make Tijon feel great. Adjust to that. You're over there, either shoot it or put that thing down without stepping back first.
Hornets by 5. Nick Smith makes it an 8-point game.
That was a great find that time. Brandon Miller cross court to his compadre Nick Smith Jr. stepped right into it. He's been feeling it all day, so I kind of had a feeling where that was going to end up. But Dwayne Washington Jr. has had a big night, and he answers right back.
It's getting louder now for Washington. 26 points on his 4th triple of the ball game with 70 seconds to go. Banks at the rim with the stuff. Simpson, 4 to shoot. Lost the handle. Got it back. Went through Banks. Knicks take it. 38 seconds to go. Down 3 possessions. Toppin won't take the 3. Gets it back and connects.
Something downhill that could lead to a kick out.
Looking to inbound. 5-second count is on. Ball finds Toppin. It falls off the front rim with 5 seconds to go. They were that close to tying the game.
Has to go in that direction. It's very hard to find somebody clean like that.
Nick Smith, 24 points, 2 free throws, which will seal the game. Kennedy, a 3 at the horn, doesn't go. And the Hornets still unbeaten in Summer League. 3 wins in the California Classic, and the Hornets win the opener here in Vegas.
Patalbog mo na lang kung gano'n. Patalbog mo. Gago talaga ito nga ako.